Hello everyone, I am from Erudite Academy, Study Abroad Consultancy and Overseas Education. Today we will be starting with the German language, A1 level, and German language is known as Deutsch. So when you say you are learning German, you better say I am learning Deutsch. So in German we have the same Latin script, which is the English alphabets A to Z, and some extra alphabets which you can see on my board written. Today we are going to start with the alphabets first. Alphabets in German are also called as alphabets, but as I said, learning German we should know the German alphabets are called as Buchstaben. Alphabets, das Alphabets, Buchstaben. Now, when we learn a language, we need to know the basic pronunciations of that specific word or of that specific letter. So, here we go with the alphabets, and the alphabets are: A is pronounced as A, B is pronounced as B, C is pronounced as C, D is pronounced as D, E is pronounced as A, F will have the same pronunciation like English F, G has the pronunciation as G, H, Ha, I will have the pronunciation as English E. So this is I, which is E. J is called or pronounced as Yot. J will be pronounced as Yot. This is something different. I'll be giving the example of the same. Then K is Kha. L, M, N and O, they have the same pronunciations as in English. So it is L, M, N, O. P will be pronounced as P. Q will be Ku. R is Air. S has the same pronunciation as in English, which is S. T is T. U is U. V is V, as in Volkswagen. Then W as V, X as X, Y as Y, and Z as Z. These were the 26 Latin alphabets or the Latin characters which we know in English as well, but of course they will have the different pronunciation. Then we have 4 extra alphabets or 4 extra characters in German. You will see that A, O and U have 2 dots above it. These two dots above the letters A, O and U are called as the umlaut. The umlauter. And for the same, we have the pronunciation as A with the umlauts will be A, O with the umlauts will have the pronunciation as A and O together, which is EO. U with the umlauts will be pronounced as E and U together, which is EW. The way we say new, few, grew and so on. And then finally the last 30th alphabet or the character which we have in German is the beta sign. Now we are all familiar with this beta sign because of maths. But here the beta sign is used to replace the double S in some words. The words with the S set are already made and the words with the double S are already made. This beta sign in German will be called as S set. Beta sign will be called as S set. The way you pronounce the word hiss. So this pronunciation will be having the pronunciation of double S. The German words whichever are made with the S set, we are always going to learn it as it is because we are only learning the language. And the words made with the double S will remain as it is. Then as I said, I will be giving an example. Why is J Yacht, or how to pronounce the word J, word with the J. So if I write a word which is in English as Japan or Japan, but in German we always pronounce the J as Y. So this word will be Japan. The J will be pronounced as Y. When you are spelling a word, you are going to use the German alphabet's pronunciation. And then when you have J into it, the letter will be called as Yot. But when you pronounce a word with the letter J, wherever the J is being placed, you are always going to pronounce it as Y. So this is Japan. And then when learning a language, you must first listen, because listening helps you to know the correct pronunciations, and only with the pronunciations you can learn the language better. I have some basic pronunciations for you all, which if you follow by learning new words or say the new words pronunciation, that will be the easiest way to learn the language. And also, I have given some examples with the same. So let's start with the basic pronunciations. So you see, I have written in the first line or the first point, which is A, O, U and AU. If these letters you find written before the letter CH, A, O, U and AU written before CH, then the pronunciation of the CH will be like K. It will be K. So you'll have to know that A, O, U and AU, which is being followed by CH, then that CH will be K. Just to make you understand the pronunciations, I have written some words. Though you may not know the meaning, or because you are learning the language or knowing the language for the very first time, this will be something which will help you with the pronunciations. So here we go, A-U-C-H being written over there, which is AUK. The pronunciation will be AUK. Then N-A-C-H. The pronunciation of this word is nak, nak. Then B-U-C-H, book, B-U-C-H as book. And the last, which is N-O-C-H, which is knock. Now, one more thing which I would like to explain over here is, you see all other words written in the small letters. One more thing important is that when you are learning the language, you also should know the grammar rules, which is called as grammatic in German. You see the B-U-C-H, the first letter written capital. Why so? Any noun you learn in German will always be written, the initial letter will always be written capital. And this will help you. Why I am saying so? This will help you because there are many words in German which have the same spellings. But if you see, they are written, the initial is capital and the initial is small. They have two different meanings. Now let's get back to the second point, and the second point is that if you see E, EI, EU, I, A umlaut, O umlaut and U umlaut before the letter CH, then the pronunciation of that CH will be like sh. The pronunciation will be like sh. Here we have some examples for the same, which is Büsche, Büsche. Now you must be wondering why I am not pronouncing the R. So let me tell you that when in German you find a word ending with R, they never pronounce the R, or say they never stress upon the R. The R is silent, present in the spelling but not present in the pronunciation. So this is Büsche. E-U-C-H, Euch. E-U-C-H, Euch. Then I-C-H, ish. Of course, when you start learning the language, you will get to know what the meanings of these words are. But this pronunciation rules will help you to know new words by yourself. The pronunciations of the new words. Now we go to the third pronunciation rule. Not actually rule, we can say a tip for the same. If you see any of the English vowels, that is A, E, I, O and U, written after the letter S, A, E, I, O, U, following the letter S, the pronunciation of that S should never be like S. It will always be like Z. Z. So, SA will be ZA, SE will be Z, SI will be Z, SO will be ZO, SU will be ZU, ZA, ZE, Z, ZO, ZU. And for example, I have written only two words for now, which is Samstag and Sonntag. Samstag and Sonntag. Samstag means Saturday, Sonntag means Sunday. I hope these things, the basic things which I have told you right now, will be helpful for you all. And if you like my video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.